friends, today we're going to draw shoes.
Yeah, we're going to draw Adidas Sambas. We hope you're going to follow along. We're using a pencil first. You ready to start?
Yeah.
We're using our pencil so that we can get the shapes just right before we use our marker. And we're also drawing on marker paper. Let's start by drawing the bottom of our shoe. We're going to draw a horizontal line that comes across our paper. And I'm leaving a little extra space over here so that we can draw the toes curving up right at the front. Yeah. There you go. And the nice thing is you can redraw it if you want to change it, and then you can erase any lines you don't want to keep. That looks awesome. Okay, now let's draw the front of our shoe. We're going to draw it curving up, and we're going to draw the back of our shoe, and we're going to draw it curving in this way. And that's a little too much. First, I want a straight line here, and then we'll draw it curving a little bit, and then at the top we'll curve it more in. So I drew this big curve just diving in, and I want to change it. So I'm going to erase that first line I drew. Yeah, that looks awesome. Now let's draw the front of our shoe curving. We're going to draw a diagonal line, but we're also curving it up too, so it gets a little, I'm going over it a couple times so I get it just the way I want it. And I went too far, I wouldn't be able to put my foot in there, it's too small. So we're going to stop it maybe in here. That looks awesome, Hadley, good job. Next, let's draw the soles for our shoe. I'm going to leave a little space. We're going to come up, and we're going to try to match the bottom line. Oh, I got a little wobbly. We're going to draw a line coming across that matches the sole of, or the bottom line, the first line we drew. So we just want a little space. Yeah, there we go. Now let's start over here on the heel. And I drew it really high. It's lined up with the tongue. We're going to come down just a little bit below the tongue. So I'm going to start here. We're going to draw a curve coming down. And then we're going to curve forward. And we're going to connect into the tongue. I'm going to sketch over it a little bit more until I get it just right. There we go. I don't want it as curved. So I'm going to erase those extra lines so it looks like that. Then let's draw the design where the shoelaces connect in. So we're going to start here. We're going to draw it curving down. We're going to curve down and then back. And then right before we get to this part, we're going to curve down to match this line right here. I know it's kind of tricky, but I bet you can do it. So this line matches here. So we curve down, match that, and then curve here to match over here. Yeah, and then right here we're going to draw a curve in the corner, and then we'll connect to the opening. Next, right here, we'll draw a short line down, and then we're going to draw another line coming back to match the tongue, and then we'll curve into the opening. The tongue, I'm going to actually extend further back into the opening, and then we're going to draw it curving into the shoe. I'm going to erase this line. I said that we were going to make it shorter, and then we didn't. We made it longer. Yeah, that looks awesome. Okay, now right here, let's add an extra line that matches the opening. This is for the soft part that's on the inside of the shoe. And then we're going to follow it around and connect to the back of the heel. Then halfway in the opening, we're going to draw it curving down and then connect to the back. On the very back, we can add 3 little bumps. 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're going to curve down to the bottom. Now let's draw the toe. We're going to draw a line that connects to the shoelace part. Then we're going to add a little curve right here. We'll come back past there, And then we'll draw a diagonal line coming down. I also have a little bit of a corner right here. I'm going to curve and then erase the corner so it's not sharp. Now we need to draw the 3 Adidas stripes coming down the side of our shoe. We'll start here and we're going to draw one diagonal line and we're going to match this line right here too. Then we'll leave a little space, then we'll draw another one, leave another little space, and then we'll draw 2 more for the next stripe, and more space to match. Oh, and I'm gonna redraw all my stripes. So we got the first one right here, but the third one is actually connected to, yeah, don't draw any more stripes until. So I'm gonna erase the center one, the center stripes. Okay, so we only have 2 stripes. I started adding all the stripes and then I realized they're not gonna be the right size. So we got 1 stripe back here. Maybe we should have started with the end stripes. So we got this stripe. Then I'm gonna make the front stripe wider so it matches the back one. Yes, there you go. And you want the stripes to go the same direction as each other. Next, let's draw the stripe right in the middle, and we want to space it out so that it's got equal spacing on both sides. Next, let's add the shoelaces. We're going to draw 2 lines right here, and we can draw a letter U in between so that it goes into the shoelace hole. Then we're going to draw a diagonal one. I'm going to draw it curving in. Just looks like a letter U that's diagonal. You could also erase the pencil lines that are inside of the shoelaces. Yeah, and then we're going to draw a diagonal line, a diagonal U going the other way for the other shoelace. This is so that they look like they're crisscrossing. And then let's repeat that same step for 2 more shoelaces. We're going to draw them diagonal. So, and then another one right here. Then we're going to add 2 more shoelace holes right here on our shoe. Okay, we did it. We finished drawing our sambas using our pencil. These are all the main lines, and that was kind of tricky, but the nice part is that we get to use our pencil first so we can get the lines just the way we want it before we switch to our markers. Let's first trace over our shoelaces, and we're going to just copy over the pencil lines. Then let's draw the line in between the shoelaces right here, and then we're going to curve down into the opening, and we'll trace back to the heel up. And then we can draw little bumps, these 3 little bumps right here, and then down the heel, and I'm going to stop right here. Then we can draw the sole. I'm going to draw it coming out, and then right down here at the bottom, I'm going to curve so that it's not a sharp corner down at the bottom. Now let's come back over here. We're going to draw the tongue. I'm going to draw the curve for the opening, and then we'll draw the front of the tongue going into the shoelaces. Then we can draw the toe. We're going to trace over the pencil line, come down to the sole, and right here I'm going to draw a little bump, and then on the front or the bottom corner I'm going to draw it curved so that it's not sharp either. Now we can turn our paper. It's going to make it a little easier to trace over the pencil line and draw the bottom of our shoe connecting to the back. Let's keep our paper turned sideways, and we can draw the top of the sole over the pencil line too. Then we can draw that detail that goes around the shoelaces. And also the shoelace holes. I'm going to color them in. Next, let's draw the design on the toes. And we can also draw this opening. I'm going to trace around on the pencil line up to the back, and then also this little detail on the heel. Now for the stripes, we're going to follow the pencil line, but we want to draw the zigzag too. So I'm drawing the little zigzag to the left of the pencil line and also to the right on this side. And we're drawing just really small zigzags going all the way down. We don't want to make these too big. Then we're going to repeat that same step for each of the stripes. And we did it. We finished drawing our sambas, but we still need to
Color it.
Yeah, and this part's really fun also because you can color it any way you want. There's all different styles of sambas. There's pink ones, blue ones, white ones with blue stripes, and blue ones with white stripes. You ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
Okay, but before we color it, we also need to use our eraser and erase any of the pencil lines you can still see. Hadley, we did it! We finished drawing and coloring our sambas, and I especially love the colors that you chose.
Thanks, I like yours too.
Yeah, thanks. I also added stitching, but you can leave that off to keep the lesson a little easier.
And we even wrote samba on the side.
Yeah, and I also like that you added white stripes, and we added the little blue label on the tongue.
We hope you had a lot of fun drawing sambas with us.
We do. We hope you had a lot of fun. And remember, it's okay if your drawings look different than ours. Both of our drawings don't look exactly the same, but they turned out awesome. The most important thing is?
To have fun.
Yeah, and to?
Practice.
Practice. Remember to have fun and practice, and we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Parents, did you know we have a membership at artforkidshub.tv? It's ad-free, distraction-free, and includes exclusive lessons, printables, and even offline viewing through our app. It's a fun and safe way to keep creating together as a family. Visit artforkidshub.tv to learn more and sign up today.